day, Nigeria. Good to have you join us on News Express. Former Kaduna State Governor Nasiru El-rufai has secured bail from the Federal High Court in Abuja, but under extremely strict conditions that immediately underline the seriousness of the legal battle now surrounding one of Nigeria's most influential political figures. The ruling, delivered by Justice Joyce Abdulmalik, has already generated widespread political attention nationwide because El-rufai remains a major force within northern politics and one of the most controversial voices linked to Nigeria's ruling political establishment over the past decades. The Federal High Court granted the former governor bail in the sum of 100 million naira with one surety in like amount, but the conditions attached to the approval were unnecessarily extensive and highly detailed. According to the ruling, the surety presented by El-rufai must reside specifically within either Maitama or Asokoro district of Abuja, two of the Federal Capital Territory's most elite and heavily scrutinized areas. Beyond residency requirements, the surety must also deposit the original certificate of occupancy of a landed property directly at the court register as part of the verification process required by the court. Justice Abdulmalik further directed that the surety must be a federal civil servant not below grade level 17 and must provide documentary evidence showing salary payments covering at least 3 months. The court also insisted that those financial documents must be authenticated formally through a verification letter issued by the surety's bank manager within the court's jurisdiction. In addition to the financial conditions, the surety is expected to depose to an affidavit of means, execute a formal bail bond, and submit a recent passport photograph directly to the court registry before the conditions can be fully perfected. One of the most significant parts of the ruling involves the international movement restrictions imposed on El-rufai himself. The court ordered the former Kaduna governor to surrender all valid international passports immediately as part of the bail arrangement. The decision effectively blocked the former governor from traveling outside Nigeria while the case remains active before the court. Political observers immediately interpreted the restriction as a sign that the judiciary intends to monitor the case with exceptional caution because of El-rufai's political profile and national influence. The court also imposed strict monitoring conditions requiring El-rufai to maintain regular contact with security authorities throughout the legal proceedings. According to Justice Abdulmalik's ruling, the former governor must report physically to the headquarters of the Department of State Services every last Friday of the month at exactly 10 a.m. to sign an attendance register pending the final determination of the case. The judge warned clearly that failure to comply with any aspect of the conditions would result in automatic revocation of the bail without hesitation. In another remarkable aspect of the ruling, the court directed El-rufai to submit a formal letter of attestation from the chairman of the Kaduna Traditional Council. The court additionally demanded a verification letter from the surety's department together with a tax clearance certificate covering the last 6 months. These conditions together represents one of the most comprehensive bail verification frameworks attached to a politically exposed individual in recent months, further highlighting the sensitivity surrounding the matter. The legal development has continued attracting enormous public attention because El-rufai remains one of the most politically influential personalities in northern Nigeria. During his years as governor of Kaduna State, he became known nationally for his aggressive political style, controversial public remarks, strong policy positions, and deep involvement in APC power politics. He emerged as one of the strongest defenders of the ruling party during critical political moments and was widely regarded as a key ally during President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's rise to power before tensions later emerged surrounding his failed ministerial nomination. Since the 2023 elections, speculation about El-rufai's political future and relationship with sections of the APC establishment has continued growing. His exclusion from the federal cabinet, despite expectations from supporters, generated widespread political discussions nationwide, with many observers interpreting it as evidence of growing cracks within sections of the ruling elite. Since then, El-rufai has remained politically vocal, often criticizing government policies and positioning himself increasingly within broader conversations surrounding opposition realignments and coalition politics ahead of 2027. The courtroom proceedings are therefore being interpreted not only as a legal issue but also through a wider political lens. Supporters of the former governor insist he remains one of the few northern political figures with strong national influence capable of shaping future political calculations. However, critics argue that political influence should never place anyone above accountability or legal scrutiny regardless of their past positions or connections within government. Meanwhile, reactions to the bail conditions continue emerging across different political and legal circles. Some supporters of El-rufai has described the conditions as unusually harsh, arguing that the court imposed excessive administrative restrictions compared to other politically exposed defendants facing trial. Others insist the judiciary is merely exercising caution because of the high-profile nature of the case and the political sensitivity attached to the former governor's status nationally. What remains undeniable is that the legal battle has already become politically significant far beyond the courtroom itself. As Nigeria gradually moves towards the 2027 election cycle, every major legal or political development involving influential figures like El-rufai immediately attracts broader interpretation because of the intense realignments currently unfolding across parties, across coalitions, and regional political blocs nationwide. For now, however, immediate attention remains focused on whether the former Kaduna governor will successfully perfect the strict bail conditions imposed by the Federal High Court. Because while El-rufai may have secured temporal freedom from detention, the broader legal and political storm surrounding him appears far from over. That's all for News Express, and many thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I am Cassie Tony, and do have a beautiful day.